Hello, I'm Blaine McCormick from the Hankamer School of Business at Baylor University. Welcome to Lesson 2 of the Colonial Business School with Dr. Benjamin Franklin, where we focus on Franklin's well-known maxims and how they apply to business. Franklin taught the Colonial Business School primarily through his Poor Richard's Almanacs and his newspaper, the Pennsylvania Gazette. This is the April calendar page from his 1758 almanac, and it shows where Franklin embedded many of his now famous maxims. The phrase, "You may delay, but time will not," is embedded in the empty space on the page. Our lesson today takes a closer look at one of his most quoted maxims. In his third almanac, in 1735, Franklin put this saying out to colonial citizens up and down the eastern seaboard, and we've quoted it ever since. "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." As with many of Franklin's maxims, there's more here than we first think. Franklin bundles three key lessons into this saying. First, he notes the importance of avoiding a sleep deficit. Second, he points to the advantages that accrue to early risers. And finally, he stresses the importance of a balanced scorecard. Let's start here with Franklin's own daily schedule. We have a copy of it from his autobiography, and we can see that starting at 6 p.m., Franklin began closing down his workday and looking toward supper and his evening activities. His ideal day had him in bed by 10 p.m. and sleeping for 7 hours. Of course, he may not have kept this schedule every day, but it was clearly his ideal. Dr. Charles Czeisler of the Harvard Medical School introduced me to the concept of the sleep deficit. So let's suppose you need 7 hours of sleep each night. Some need more, some need less, but let's assume you need 7. If you get only 5 hours of sleep, then you carry a 2-hour sleep deficit into your day. The bad news is that sleep deficits can accumulate and will lower your focus and work performance throughout the day. Here's Franklin's morning schedule. His ideal day shows him rising sometime near 5 a.m. after 7 hours of sleep. Before leaving for work, he washes, eats breakfast, and plans the day ahead. Specifically, Franklin started each day asking, "What good shall I do this day?" So 2 things are worth noting here. First, early risers proactively order their day, and this improves their focus and intentionality. Second, early risers get first mover advantage in the marketplace, and the advantage is even greater if you're prepared. German researcher Dr. Christoph Randler recently published evidence explaining why those early birds really do get the worms. Using a large population of college students, Randler shows that early risers have always gotten better grades in school. As a result, they're getting into better colleges, and these colleges, more often than not, are leading them to better job opportunities in the marketplace. The maxim's famous ending promotes a balanced scorecard for life. It's not just about making money or wealth, nor is it about your physical condition or health. Rather, it's understanding that the good life is often a combination of outcomes. Reducing your sleep deficit will have a positive impact on your health. The advantages that accrue to early risers will most likely improve your wealth. And for wise? Well, I'll just leave you with a bit of advice one of my mentors gave me. Nothing good happens after midnight. So remember, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And as the father of 2 daughters, I have every reason to believe that this applies equally to women. Thanks for joining us for the Colonial Business School. To learn more about Franklin's business years, see my book, Ben Franklin, America's Original Entrepreneur. It's a modern adaptation of Franklin's autobiography, written specifically for today's business reader. Or to dig even deeper into Franklin's life and legacy, join the Friends of Franklin at www.friendsoffranklin.org, an organization dedicated to fellowship, learning, and the spirit of Benjamin Franklin.